Our breaking news this morning, millions of people rely on gig delivery apps to make ends meet. Breaking overnight, one of those workers was shot and killed at a Southwest Atlanta gas station.
Atlanta News First, Don Shipman is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker along Metropolitan Parkway. Don, what are police saying about what happened here?
Well, that young man was doing some gig work, stopped by this gas station, went inside and came face to face with that shooter. I want to show you what's going on here right now. The gas station is back open, but this whole parking lot, it was cordoned off for a number of hours during the overnight. Detectives processing the scene, taking pictures and whatnot. This is what it looked like at the height of the investigation. This BP gas station at the corner of Metropolitan Parkway and Lakewood Avenue. Officers with police dogs also canvassing the nearby Brookside Park apartment homes just up the street. Police believe that the male suspect ran there after the shooting here. Right now, the working theory is that this young man in his late teens, possibly early 20s, was just out delivering some takeout, decided to stop by this gas station, and then went inside the gas station and that man shot him. Investigators are trying to figure out what may have led up to the shooting.
It appears that way. He was with a couple other individuals, so we've spoken with them, and so it seems like they were just a group of people out just, doing some work, delivering, picking up orders.
So right now, police do not have a suspect identified. They have not made any arrests. They do know that it is a male suspect, and they're reviewing the surveillance footage here at this gas station. So hopefully they'll have some clear images that they'll distribute to the media. Once they do, we'll pass that information along to you. We're live here in Southwest Atlanta. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.